I am an online reseller as well as a self-proclaimed treasure hunter, but my real passion is in finding a great story. So make sure you subscribe because each week I'm bringing you my coolest finds and telling you their amazing stories. Today we are gonna go on a little adventure, a couple of estate sales. So I'm really gonna try to make the most of this day. I'm gonna take you guys with me. I'm gonna show you guys the things that I end up getting, the things I'm looking at, and hopefully we find some good stuff. I had an amazing drive. I got to go through these incredible woods and I ended up over in some harbor area, which was kind of cool because there was boats everywhere. This house, I have to say, was just a little bit not my style of estate sale. It was sort of a disaster. There was stuff just kind of turned upside down. Bedrooms had just the beds torn apart. There was just things that you had to kind of dig through. I already was creeped out sort of by this estate sale, but then I go into this bathroom and I turn around and I see this weird sculpture of, I don't know, a woman sitting next to the bathtub. I would not be able to relax in any bathtub with this thing anywhere near me, looking at me, or not looking at me. I just don't want to ever see it again. This was sort of not a great sale. I found some vintage cameras that would go for I don't know, 15, 20 bucks. So I ended up just leaving those there. I went to another sale, ready to kind of just write this day off as sort of a loss. And then I go down into the garage. And it was weird because there was just nothing. There's a few folding chairs. And the garage was actually really clean. But then over in the corner, they had this shrine to vintage technology. They had this cool old IBM desktop computer in pretty much brand new condition. This thing was immaculate. It had the keyboard, it had the monitor, it had original paperwork that this thing actually came with. Whoever had this kept this in amazing condition. And these things go for a lot of money, whether you sell them together or you can even break them apart and sell them as pieces. Just the keyboard alone goes for a lot. So I'm definitely gonna grab this computer. It's only $65, so I'm super excited about this. But then I look on top and then there's this case, and inside this case, there's a vintage Apple laptop, again, in almost brand new condition. This has the original case, the original power supply. I plug it in, it turns on. I'm excited about this. I should do very well with this because they only won $10 for it. So I'm taking it. I'm taking both of these computers, and this actually ended up being worth it just for these two computers. So now, here I sit. There's nothing else to do today, so I'm actually gonna check out a nearby thrift store and I'm gonna take you guys with me, and hopefully we find a couple of other things that kind of helps this day along a little bit because it's been a little slow, you know? I've actually never been to this thrift shop before, so we're gonna go in, we're gonna check it out, we're gonna just take it super slow and just see kind of what we find. Immediately, the first thing I see is just all of this kitchen stuff. I see this Chantel teapot. Now, looks like they go for $30. It's not super clean. It's not in the best condition. So I'm actually just gonna leave this here. But Chantel makes a lot of really good stuff. Then I see this toy, and I don't know if this has ever happened to you guys or not. Have you ever just been somewhere and you saw something that just gave you all of this unexpected nostalgia? I don't actually have a memory of this toy, but the weird thing is I see it and I know exactly what it is. I know that I can flip it over and it's a race car, and then the other side is not. You can take the guy out, put him in either side you want to use. If I bought everything that I liked, I would have a house full of just stuff that's probably not that great. So I'm gonna leave this here and let somebody else get this.
Hey darling, how are you doing? Thank you for just
You never know, sometimes this glassware has maker's marks that people miss, and this bowl is actually a Waterford bowl. It's got the watermark here on the bottom. It's in perfect condition. There's no chips, no cracks. It should do fairly well. I think I could get probably $30 to $50 for this, and they only want $8 for it, so I'm gonna grab this. I think it should do pretty well. It's kind of cool to find something like this in a thrift shop. But then as I'm walking by this table, I see these little like glass metal animal figurines. Like, what is this? It's just like a animal figurine with like a loop in it. It's a napkin holder, of course. My number one rule is if I think it's cool, somebody else will think it's cool. And that's usually when I look something up. I've never seen these before, so I grab them. I check out the bottom and there's like a name on the bottom that doesn't actually make any sense. It doesn't. I look it up, I can't find anything. So then the other thing that I look up is glass metal animal napkin rings, because that's what these are. They're metal, they're glass, they're animals, they're napkin rings. And sure enough, I'm able to find these and they go for $20 to $25 each. So individually, they go for $20 to $25. They only want $8 for 4 of them. So I think I can safely sell these for probably $80, whether I do them all together or do them as individuals. This was a really good find. So for a quick stop at this thrift shop, I ended up making probably $100. Not a bad way to spend a half an hour, if I do say so myself. And since we found this Waterford bowl, I'm actually gonna do another giveaway. I have these beautiful Waterford glasses. I've got 3 wine glasses. 2 of them are, I think, sherry or port glasses. 1 of them is a claret glass. I'm giving these away to one of my subscribers. And the way that you win these is by leaving a comment in the comment section below, and then I'll pick a winner in an upcoming video. So you wanna make sure you're subscribed, so if I call your name, you end up hearing it, and then you can claim your prize. Otherwise, I can't ship these to you. I wanna know from you guys, what is something that you have seen, something from your childhood, or just something that you have an amazing memory of that you ended up finding later on in life at like a thrift shop or a garage sale or a flea market, a toy, or something that just brought back all of that nostalgia. Kind of like my toy today that I found that I wanted that I had to leave there. I'm excited to hear your guys' answers. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure you do now so that you don't miss future episodes. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.